Nelson Mandela, A Long Walk to Freedom. In the heart of a divided nation, where the chains of oppression seemed unbreakable, one man rose to embody the unyielding spirit of humanity. Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela, born on July 18, 1918 in the tiny village of Mvezo, was destined not for royalty's ease, but for a revolution's fire. As the son of Chief Henry Mandela of the Madiba clan within the Xhosa-speaking Thembu people, young Rolihlahla, meaning troublemaker in Xhosa, grew up herding cattle in the lush fields of Kunu, immersed in traditional customs and stories of ancestral warriors. But tragedy struck early. At age 9, his father died, and he was taken under the wing of Regent Jongintaba Dalindyebo at the Great Place in Mvezo. Here, amid royal councils and Methodist influences, Mandela learned the art of leadership, not through force, but through consensus and wisdom. His education began at a local Methodist school, where a teacher bestowed upon him the name Nelson, a nod to the colonial world he would one day challenge. Excelling in academics and sports, he attended Clarkberry Boarding Institute and Healdtown, a Wesleyan secondary school, before enrolling at the University College of Fort Hare in 1939, the only black university in South Africa at the time. Studying law, anthropology, and politics, Mandela's eyes opened to the injustices plaguing his people. But a student boycott led to his expulsion in 1940, forcing him to flee an arranged marriage and head to Johannesburg. There, working as a mine guard and law clerk, he completed his Bachelor of Arts via correspondence through the University of South Africa in 1943 and began studying law at the University of the Witwatersrand, facing racism head-on while forging lifelong alliances.
It was in the bustling, segregated streets of Johannesburg that Mandela's political awakening ignited like a spark in dry tinder. In 1943, he joined the African National Congress, ANC, a beacon for black liberation. With firebrands like Walter Sisulu and Oliver Tambo, he co-founded the ANC Youth League in 1944, pushing for radical African nationalism and direct action against white minority rule. Amid this fervor, personal life bloomed and withered. He married Evelyn Mace in 1944, fathering 4 children, but the strains of activism led to divorce in 1958. That same year, he wed Winnie Madikizela, a social worker, who would become his steadfast partner through unimaginable trials, bearing 2 daughters before their own union fractured in 1996. As apartheid's iron grip tightened after the National Party's 1948 victory, Mandela's activism soared. He led the 1952 Defiance Campaign, a nonviolent protest against unjust laws, mobilizing thousands to defy curfews and segregation. Arrested and banned from public gatherings, he co-founded South Africa's first black law firm, Mandela and Tambo, defending the oppressed. In 1955, he helped draft the Freedom Charter at the Congress of the People, envisioning a non-racial democracy. But peace shattered with the 1960 Sharpeville massacre, where police gunned down 69 unarmed protesters. The ANC was banned, and Mandela, once a Gandhi-inspired pacifist, embraced armed resistance. Secretly joining the South African Communist Party, he co-founded Umkhonto weSizwe, MK, the ANC's military wing, in 1961. Under the alias Black Pimpernel, he orchestrated sabotage against government targets, training abroad in guerrilla warfare before his capture.
Arrested on August 5, 1962 for inciting strikes and illegal travel, Mandela was sentenced to 5 years. But the 1963 Rivonia Trial escalated the stakes. Charged with sabotage and conspiracy, he he stood defiant in the dock. On April 20th, 1964, he delivered his immortal speech. "I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society. It is an ideal for which I am prepared to die." Sentenced to life imprisonment on June 12, 1964, alongside comrades like Sisulu and Kathrada, Mandela vanished into the abyss of Robben Island. For 27 agonizing years, Mandela endured the unimaginable: a 7 by 9 foot cell, back-breaking quarry labor under the scorching sun, solitary confinement, and the denial of family visits. His eyes damaged by lime dust, his spirit tested by the deaths of his mother in 1968 and eldest son Thembi in 1969. Funerals he couldn't attend. Yet, in this crucible, he forged unbreakable bonds, turning Robben Island into a university of resistance, studying law via correspondence and earning his LLB in 1989. Transferred to Pollsmoor in 1982 and Victor Verster in 1988, he secretly negotiated with the government even as tuberculosis ravaged his health. Outside, the world rallied. Global campaigns, UN sanctions, and cultural tributes, from anti-apartheid concerts to boycotts, transformed Mandela into an icon of freedom. His 70th birthday in 1988 drew 200 million viewers worldwide, pressuring South Africa into isolation. On February 11, 1990, after President F.W. de Klerk unbanned the ANC, Mandela walked free, fists raised, a 71-year-old colossus stepping into history.
Elected ANC president in 1991, Mandela navigated bloody violence and negotiations, sharing the 1993 Nobel Peace Prize with de Klerk. In South Africa's first multiracial election on April 27, 1994, the ANC triumphed, and on May 10, Mandela was inaugurated as president, the nation's first black leader. His presidency, 1994 to 1999, was a masterclass in reconciliation. Forming a government of national unity with former foes, he championed the 1996 Constitution, enshrining equality and human rights. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission, chaired by Desmond Tutu, healed wounds by granting amnesty for truth-telling on apartheid atrocities. Economically, the Reconstruction and Development Program built homes for millions, expanded healthcare, and connected water and electricity to the underserved. In a cinematic stroke of unity, Mandela donned the Springbok rugby jersey, once a symbol of white supremacy, at the 1995 World Cup final, handing the trophy to Captain Francois Pienaar as the crowd chanted, "Nelson, Nelson." Mandela's leadership philosophy was rooted in Ubuntu, the African ethos that I am because we are, a pragmatic blend of socialism, democracy, and forgiveness. He admired parliamentary systems, yet wielded charisma and humor to disarm enemies. Stubborn yet loyal, he prioritized inclusivity, stepping down after one term in 1999 to set a democratic precedent, succeeded by Thabo Mbeki. Retirement brought no rest. Married in Graça Machel in 1998, Mandela founded the Nelson Mandela Foundation, Children's Fund, 1995, and Mandela Rhodes Foundation to combat poverty, HIV/AIDS, and inequality. He formed the Elders in 2007, a group of global leaders advocating peace, and spoke out against injustices, from the Iraq War to Palestinian rights. His autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom, 1994, became a testament to resilience. On December 5, 2013, at age 95, Mandela passed away in Johannesburg after battling respiratory illnesses, leaving a world forever changed. His legacy? The dismantling of apartheid,
averting civil war and inspiring billions in the fight for equality. As Madiba, the father of a rainbow nation, he proved that forgiveness conquers hate, and one person's courage can redeem a world. From prisoner to president, Mandela's story reminds us, freedom is not given, it is won through unbreakable will. Montage of Mandela's smiles, crowds cheering, and modern South Africa thriving. Music swells to an empowering close. Fade to black with quote, "It always seems impossible until it's done." Nelson Mandela.